This video is brought to you by 3, bringing you 4G at no extra cost.
Welcome to BTech, Basil here with the Sony Xperia Z3 to the right. The Xperia Z3 has stereo speakers, one at the top and one at the bottom, front-facing stereo speakers just like the Z2, though the Z2s were in a slightly different position under the glass right at the top and right at the bottom. How do they compare against one another? Also, we're going to answer the question, if you have stereo speakers on your phone, do you need to invest in a portable Bluetooth speaker? We've got the Bayan Audio Soundbook Go in the background to answer that question, and we've got the Huawei Ascend Mate 7 with its dual microphones measuring the output from both of them. If we kick off by getting our playlist together and starting with some classical, we can start with the Xperia Z2. Making sure we're at max volume, you can see. So that caps at around 64 odd decibels. Now we can jump over. So maybe a little bit louder. That could well be based on the positioning. They may have all the same hardware in there, but because you have those speakers really front facing, they're emitting more directional volume. We'll do a test where we turn them around a little bit later. But before we do that, let's move on to some pop. And on the Z3, definitely sounds louder. Breaking into the 70s, the Z3 definitely louder head on. Moving on, hip hop. Wait for it to drop. So yeah, capping out at about 68 or so. Instantly revealing that the Z3 is definitely louder head on. Moving on to some classical music. Don't know if you can pick that up over the microphone that we're using to record it, but the audio from the Z3 also sounds higher quality, less muffled. Anyone who watched our Z3 versus M8 comparison will note that we said the M8 had cleaner, crisper sounds. So too does the Z3 over the Z2. Z2 comparison. Anyone who watched our Z2 comparison with the M8 will remember we said that the M8 had cleaner, crisper sounds. So too does the Z3 over the Z2. Moving on to some guitar strumming. So louder and much better able at handling trebles. They're not shrill trebles, they just sound better, really. Onto a little bit of dancing music. So there you go. That was one of the loudest songs, so let's see if it's the same. So yeah, all capping at around the same, around 60 to 70 on the Z2, around 65 to 73 or so on the Z3. Last song, some vocal. Now, that vocal sounds audibly muffled. Let's see how it does on the Z3. Yet again, not just audibly louder, audibly better quality. Final test before we wrap up. We're going to play that same song, but with its face, the face down on both of the phones. So we'll start with the Z2. You can see the sound's really similar. And with the speakers right up top and bottom, under the glass virtually, that's unsurprising. It's not really trapped there. It's going to be more trapped on the Xperia Z3. So yeah, a little bit quieter, but not all that much, boding well for both of them when they're flipped on their faces. Now, round everything off, we can see just how loud the Bayan Audio Soundbook Go is. So we'll get the Huawei in place and we'll fly through all of these tracks.
What it is, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, yeah.
So you can see in terms of volume, you've got an additional 10 or so decibels. This thing caps at reading 90, and we almost touched on that a few times, especially with the hip hop. All in all, the Sony Xperia Z2 is an inferior loudspeaker by conclusion to that on the Xperia Z3. Hopefully you've enjoyed our video. Hopefully you found it useful in illustrating the differences. If you have, make sure you click the like button. If you've got any questions about either of the phones, fire them in the comments section below. And as always, make sure you subscribe to BTech. That's how you're going to get the latest stuff from us as soon as it goes live. Thanks for watching.